Back on the scene. It's Friday. Just a little bit of rock left. A couple tons still sitting there. Definitely working our way through the job. Gonna have Dalton spread these piles out while I'm messing with this little extra project on the back that I'm gonna go show you real quick. So, I'll show you what we got done at the end of the day yesterday. It was kind of dark. So we got the whole front done. We're gonna put small stones here. So we're waiting for the pile to dwindle down to where we can access all the small stones and use those in the front as much as possible. Wrapping around here. This is where Dalton's at today. Starting off, we got piles here that need to be thrown in the back. He's already done these over here. See, he's got all that already. So while he's working on that, we'll go here in the back, show you what we're doing in the back steps. All right, guys, so coming off the steps, we're gonna take these out, put in some nice stepping stone. Nah, I ain't mad. I knew this step was coming. The day I laid these stones down, I knew it wasn't gonna work. Shout out to Ray for throwing that in the comments section on that video also. He was the only one that caught this little step here. Pardon the pun. But this step needed to be done. Alright. Once it's leveled out, I go ahead and replace those front rocks with flatter, much shorter stones so there's no tripping hazard going from the porch to the grass. See, it's uneven. Hey, pop a few little pillar stones underneath there, make sure they're in place and they ain't gonna move anywhere. Those things are nice and solid now. No rockabye baby going on, and no one will feel unsteady when they step on it. Pretty it back up real quick. I think it turned out nice. I like the color scheme that I picked out. I think it goes good with the face of this step here, and also it's got a little bit of red in it that goes with the actual brown / red color of that step. Show it to you real close real quick. Yeah. Blends in nice. They're not expensive, and my local landscape store had plenty of them to pick from. Now that that's accomplished, roll down here, see what my boy Dalton's up to. Not fun having to lay on your ground, freezing cold temperatures, and scatter stones. But he's doing a good job. He's not complaining. And you'll see later how good his work actually looks. I said before, all those liriope that I cut back would have no problem coming through. You saw right there, I already had it cut out the fabric, and I just lay small stones on top of those openings. Just laying small stones on top of there leaves crevices and cracks. That liriope will just, boom, pop right through, and it'll be there in the spring. Well, it'll be there late spring, early summer, nice and full. Take you for a ride real quick. Oh, it's not good. You break the camera real easy that way. Oh yeah. That's right. Looking like a professional. Needs to be replaced, doesn't it?
This thing, yeah. I tried to put rocks over to support it.
Yeah. Looks good, man.
Thanks. That's the only thing I've done.
Yeah, we already did all behind there.
Yes.
Here's the second area that needed these stepping stones. in order to have a safe access from the patio to the grass. Normally, people use the gravel dust or sand to get these stepping stones level. In my opinion, if I used either one of those products in this area, eventually the rainwater would have flushed all that fine material out from underneath these stepping stones into the rocks beside them, and they would have lost balance in the future. So here I'm going to show you a trick that I learned from my brothers from south of the border that I supervised for decades. Stones and dirt, yeah, they work together very well. Find the right place to place these steady stones. Make sure that you compact it in nice and firm, and they act like a pillar. These stepping stones are now nice and sturdy, nice and firm, and they will not lose that firmness because it rains. Love the color scheme of these. It really goes in good with the stones, the patio, just the whole log home look. As I said, they're not expensive. They costed me $8 a piece at my landscape store, and they are nice and sturdy, heavy duty pieces that won't break. Go show you what little progress I did. Get ready to roll some more fabric out, and then we'll come back and spread everything we laid down. Take a look. So we just dumped from here, that little area, and the whole front. I don't know how many wheelbarrows that was, but it's a few. Getting ready to go lay fabric, going around the back side now. Then come back and spread. Alright guys, 6 feet from the edge building out. Should take us good right to the edge of these bushes. So let's talk about this fabric again. Alright, this roll I'm working with on this job was 6 feet by 300 feet. Alright, 6 times 3 is what? 18, right? So we have 1,800 square feet of coverage that this fabric should provide me with. The whole area that I'm working with on this job was measured at 1,700 square feet. So we should have plenty to accomplish our mission. If not, I do have some extra. Some of you guys may be wondering how long this fabric installation process takes us. This section of the side wall here took us about 45 minutes from the top where we're starting right now all the way down to the bottom where we'll finish it. The entire place, 1,700 square feet of fabric getting put down, took 2 men roughly 4 hours. So you're looking at 8 man hours. So if you have a project like this and you have to meticulously move around bushes and cut the perimeters out, if it's this size, just go ahead and estimate yourself a full day laying fabric by yourself. I don't recommend laying fabric by yourself. 2 people go much easier, much smoother. You can see here how much it helps having Dalton hold down the edges of the fabric to keep it nice and taut while I'm pulling, forming, and cutting the fabric. Check out this view. This office that I'm in today, this whole week, is just amazing to witness. I absolutely love it. So we did have some extra fabric that we had to put up top underneath the stairwell area, because that roll right there is done, boys. And guess what? Yep. Fabric is done. The whole place is done fabricing, except for a small spot right in front of the steps we're working around. We'll let him finish that up, then we'll fabric and rock that in also. So the rest of the day, my mission is to accomplish that pile of stone. Get that stuff in the beds as fast as we can. Probably got about hour and a half left of daylight. Then we're gonna roll on home. Tomorrow, last day of work, we have to finish this job up. It's supposed to snow like 16 inches on Sunday. So let's do it. Get this pile of rock moved. So those days you think that you're working as hard as you possibly can and they can't get any worse, man, don't speak that stuff out loud. Check this out. Things just got a lot worse real quick. You know, we got like a scoop of dirt. They decided to take that scoop a little bit deep into that bin. Good times, good times. I'm not saying they did it on purpose. I'm not saying they didn't do it on purpose. We'll keep digging through it. Archaeology 101. That's right. Y'all sit here and watch me and Dalton work our archaeology skills in digging. And I'll tell you guys how I got the square footage for this job. I have one of those measuring wheels that I bought from Lowe's. It's not expensive. Measure the whole linear footage around your project like I did this log home. And then get the average depth of the bed. The average depth of these beds were 6 feet. So I had my length times my width, give me my square footage, 1,700 square feet. So we fought through that mud best we could, sifted through it. I'll show you. This was about 250 feet of walking, pushing these wheelbarrows over here. Let me show you. I don't know about everybody, but I know the best feeling I have is at the end of the day when I get to walk through and see the progress that we made through all the effort that was put out. This definitely was not easy, getting these heavy stones all the way around the house, behind bushes, between buildings, under the stairs. Not easy to accomplish, but it definitely feels good walking back through and seeing how much we have and how little we have left. If you approve of all the work that we've been accomplishing and how it looks, smash that like button for us. Make sure you subscribe so you can pick up more knowledge from the over 140 videos that I got out there for you to learn from. So as you can tell right there, we might have just enough stone to finish. Don't forget, we're still going to come back through and touch up whatever little spaces there are. Keep your fingers crossed, we don't have to get more stone. And I did my bin right. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.